This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV News at 5 starts right now.
Once it starts snowing, those trucks start rolling.
Get ready for another round of winter weather. Drivers see the salt trucks out across the area, and local leaders start calculating the cost of all this cold weather. Lots of equipment and lots of manpower. We are watching Power Doppler as it brings more snow our way. Good Friday evening. I'm Maureen O'Boyle.
I'm Paul Cameron. Welcome to Salt City. They've been brining all day. The snowstorm has moved throughout the southeast. Now let's take you live right now to Atlanta. Take a look at these pictures. Look at this traffic jam. This is I-75 in Atlanta, and all of what you see here is coming our direction. Now they've changed it on the DOT there, and this is what, I-85, I take it. Slow-moving traffic, lots of white. Roads are not quite covered. That's some good news, but that's what it's looking like. Just about 300 miles, 250 miles to our southwest. So as this winter weather creeps closer, WBTV is on your side with team coverage. Dedrick Russell is tallying the cost of this repeated winter weather. Trent Ferris in York County, South Carolina, where the salt is ready. But first, let's check on the storm's progress. Our meteorologist Kelly Franson, she's over in the Weather Alert Center. Kel?
Oh, Paul, we got the first report of flurries from Shelby just a little after 2. Then the next report came from Morganton a little before 3, and that caused some confusion. I had several people say, I thought this was a southern storm. Why are we seeing it in the foothills, and why is it coming in from the west? Well, let me take you to the radar. Yes, it's very definitely moving from the west to the east. That was expected. What is a little unexpected is how far north the northernmost edge of this storm has come. It's about 75 miles further north than what we were expecting yesterday. So that changes things a little. We were expecting the snow, but what this little jog to the north does is it ups the forecast snow totals by about an inch. Now, we are seeing snow reaching the ground in Charlotte. We had some reports from Salisbury, and it's the southern areas, though, that are still expected to get the most snow. And this is why. Look at all this moisture that is pushing by to the south of us. Now, we will talk about forecast snow totals coming up, but this gives you an idea of what we're expecting. The winter storm warning kicks in just south of Charlotte. Those are the people who are likely to see the more snow. Again, we'll have the actual map coming up in your full weather alert forecast.
Kelly, thanks. And we want to show you at home where this system has traveled. It started out pounding Dallas, Texas. A roof collapse there blamed on all the buildup. Went through Jackson, Mississippi, causing car crashes and sparked snowball fights here in Mobile, Alabama. South Carolina, of course, as you're hearing, the next stop, WBTV's Trent Ferris spent the day with DOT crews there. He is down in York County along Interstate 77, and no matter what happens, these guys, they seem prepared.
That's right, Maureen. You can see the snow's falling right now. It's gone from light to this, and it's gotten heavier in the last couple of minutes. But you know what? SCDOT is ready, because in this building right behind me is 400 tons of salt. And you know, that salt, some right here, mixed with a little bit of water, makes this stuff. And these 4 canisters is brine, 22,000 gallons of it ready to go at a moment's notice for DOT to hit the roads. It looks like a witch's brew, but these guys are making snow's worst enemy, brine.
Making sure we're getting the right mix. It's got to be 24%.
Brine is a salt water mix. As soon as the brine is made, it's out the door to be sprayed on roads.
Main focus is I-77 right now.
Then primary highways like 5 and 21. Then, when the white stuff starts falling,
Once it starts snowing, those trucks start rolling.
those trucks are plow trucks. Again, the main roads first. But for your neighborhood streets, sidewalks, and driveways, hardware stores have you covered. The last snowstorm, Newport Hardware couldn't keep salt on the shelves.
We kept selling out. We had a supplier keep stocking us up when we sold out.
It would take a lot of these bags to salt an entire street, so it's best to wait on South Carolina DOT.
We're coming. We're coming. We just got to get everything open to get to you first.
And in the last couple of minutes, DOT has arrived, like I said, in a moment's notice to get out there on the roadways like I-77 right out here to make sure it's safe for all drivers during this snowstorm. We're live in York County. Trent Ferris, WBTV, on your side.
These guys have been busy for so many weeks now. Thanks so much, Trent.
Let's take a look at Sky 3 over 77 South. Well, the brine trucks have been getting ready for this winter weather all day, coating roads with a mixture of the salt and water as you saw in Trent's piece. For the drivers, it must feel just like like another Friday. We have started the past 2 weekends with this kind of wild winter weather. Last weekend, flooding and the fear of the rising water could turn to ice. The weekend before that, snow stuck and virtually shut down the city. WBTV's Dedrick Russell continues our live team coverage, and Dedrick, the road crew's putting in a lot of overtime.
Yeah, that's right, Paul, and those extra hours means that's eating at city and state's budget. You know, these weekend storms are forcing people to clock in, and as you said, that means overtime. Now, while these storms haven't broken the bank for Mecklenburg County, unfortunately, I can't say that for the state. This white stuff that has pounded parts of our area is making the state see red. This year, NCDOT budgeted $20 million. So far, the state has spent more than $35 million on winter weather. Drivers we talked to say keeping others safe is money well spent.
It's a good way to use our money, so I'd rather them do that than some of the other stuff they do.
Mecklenburg County has not gone broke yet. This year it budgeted $100,000 for materials. Little of that has been spent. CDOT pays $82 for a ton of salt. It already had 8,000 tons on hand. So far this year, the city has used only 1,800 tons of salt. But people like Karen Von Cannon wouldn't mind if the city spent more to get her on her way.
They need to put a little more money into the side roads to help get us out.
As our area braces for more bad weather, CDOT is counting its pennies. 40% of the overtime budget is already gone. Officials are comfortable with that number, but
that's not to say if we had continued storms, that it could break the budget.
So during this storm, it appears officials will keep their eyes to the sky and on their budget, while taxpayers look to give advice.
And they could, prepare for it better. As far as get the brine down a lot sooner.
But remember, folks, that will cost you. Now, since the state is already over budget, I asked, where is this extra money coming from? Officials told me that now that the state will have to dip into its maintenance budget. No word yet if anything else will have to suffer because the state has to pay for bad weather. We're live in West Charlotte. Dedrick Russell, WBTV, on your side.
All right, Dedrick. Well, the state also reports so far it has spent about $80,000 just for overtime.